Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 74. We are the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And this week we are joined by my friend Jazmyn. Welcome, Jazmyn.
Hi.
She's below you, Joe, by the way. You went like this.
I did. I just instinctively. She's on that side for me. We're joined by Jazmyn.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Jazmyn, before we get started with the interview, one, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And two, tell us a little bit about yourself. What are a couple things that people need to know about you before we start talking to you?
Yeah, so I'm Canadian. I feel like that's like my defining trait. At least all my friends, like from Florida, especially Joe. So I'm a university student. I'm in my 4th year, and I'm getting a marketing degree.
Oh.
Okay. Marketing, and now exactly what does that entail?
Well, I kind of want to go into the advertising, graphic design side of things.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I find I like art a lot. I'm not really like, I went into tourism originally, and then I was like, this is not my thing.
Yeah.
So I went to the more artsy side of like business, I guess.
Yeah. I thought when you worked at Disney that you were going for some sort of tourism.
Yeah, I was. I was in outdoor rec and tourism, so
outdoor what?
Outdoor recreation and tourism. So like, especially in like where I'm from, a lot of our tourism is like outdoor based, whether that's like skiing, biking, like snowmobiling. That's like all our tourism is. Whereas in the States, you have like beaches and theme parks and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit colder up there.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Now, you obviously, like you said, are Canadian. Where in Canada are you from?
British Columbia, which is completely like, it's the most western province, right above Seattle, pretty much. It's like I can drive to Seattle in like 12 hours.
So
that's not close to Seattle.
Yeah.
I live in like the northern part of like the province.
Yeah.
That doesn't
count. Like, for example, Dave can drive to
I can get to Canada in like 15 minutes or 30 minutes.
Yeah. like if you live in Washington State or whatever, you could get there in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, I can
like
get there quicker. I'm thinking Niagara Falls, but I can get there in Ontario.
It's just weird because Canada's like super big landmass wide.
Yeah.
So
it's ginormous.
Our like spatial awareness is like completely different than your guys', I feel like.
That's a very good point, yeah.
Because we just have like vastness for so long. And
you guys it's just wilderness up there, like especially up where you're so far up north. That's all. It's just
that was my question was going to be. Do you have like what's your town like? Is it just like one traffic light?
Yeah, my hometown that I like was born and raised in only has 2,000 people. So we have one high school. My graduating class was like 30 people, I think.
Holy crap.
We have one stoplight, and I don't think we had it until I was like 15 or 16. So like I went almost my whole like child life not having a stoplight in my hometown.
My God. So what was it like when you came down to Florida?
Oh my God, like the biggest culture shock of my entire life. I can't even, like, I was 18 too. I was young. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I just finished my 1st year of university, and like all I wanted to do was like be at Disney all the time. And so then I go there and I'm like, wow, Florida is crazy. Like,
yeah. And you picked like of all the states to come down to first.
Oh my God, this very state. And like when I have been to the States in the past, it's been like California, and I've been to Disneyland, so it's like very chill. Or like Hawaii, again, very chill.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely like a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wouldn't. I mean, like, I guess it would be kind of weird if I went to, like, I guess British Columbia, living in a town like not that we have a big town, but like with one traffic light. Oh my God.
Yeah, we have several stoplights.
Like our first like fast food restaurant, I think I was 13 years old, and it was Subway. That's all we still have there is a Subway, and then like a couple Chinese restaurants. But
you don't got Mickey D's up there?
No, not even. The closest is 2 hours, which is where I live right now and where I go to university, which here's about 40,000 people. So.
Wow.
Can I just say, Dave, have you noticed her accent at all?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
I've only because you've said the word out and about now. Only one of each, but on both of them I caught it.
Do you remember our like first like connection point was like pop and pop? We both said pop, and that was like
Oh yes, which is crazy because like you go to the West Coast in the States, they're saying soda over there.
Yeah,
But
they don't even
anywhere in Canada, they're saying pop.
Yeah, it doesn't matter west or east.
Yeah.
So Canada's pop, no matter where you are.
No matter where you are.
It's interesting.
Where here in the States, there's three different. You got pop, soda, and then there's Coke in the South, which is
Yeah.
just
like the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
To me.
Coke.
Stupidest thing.
It's like, why do you know?
Is its own thing.
Yeah, it's completely on.
I don't understand that like, yeah, I want a Coke, and they bring you a Sprite.
Yeah, it's
Excuse
like, how
me?
do you know which one I want?
It makes some sense.
Now, so you're going for marketing. You're almost done with school.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Are you planning on staying in Canada when you get a degree? Or are you planning on moving somewhere else? You coming back down to the States anytime? What's the goal?
Obviously, like if I could, like an internship through Disney would be super cool, but
Yeah.
that's super hard as a Canadian, unless I were to do one in like Toronto or something, which I just don't think there's many opportunities there to begin with.
Mhm.
So like the ultimate dream would obviously be Disney, and that's why I went in the first place.
Mhm.
But now I don't know. I feel like just like kind of based on like the economy we're in, like running your own business is kind of like
The thing now.
Okay.
pretty big right now, and like it's a little bit. And I have like the full skill set to run my own business now. Like I would say so.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because it's like the general program is based all on just business commerce. It's called like a Bachelor of Commerce degree, and then I'm just like majoring in marketing. So I still learn, like I've done 2 financial accounting courses. Like this, I'm doing some sort of like financing course right now. I don't know what I'm taking, but like,
Yeah. I'm just going to class. I have no idea what I'm doing.
so yeah, like I feel like I have a lot of information on like the technical side of it too, that if I wanted to do that, I could, but also like I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there you go. Who needs to know? That's pretty cool though. Just the idea of starting your own business is pretty awesome.
know,
The fact that you have that skill set to do it is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I feel like that'd be something that I'd probably be most interested in.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea?
There's no better feeling than not having a boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have an idea of what your business? Like, do you have any ideas of what you might possibly want to do?
I don't know. I do like the graphic design. Again, like I said, maybe go into like a little bit of like maybe do like a marketing, or even just do like a marketing business where I work with small businesses,
Yeah.
help them with their marketing, or influencers and stuff, right? Because like I also learned a lot of social media marketing, so like
Yeah.
I feel like I could help influencers as well and stuff if I ever want to do something like that.
I might have a job for you.
know.
I can't afford to pay you, but I might have a job for you.
That's fine.
Because I'm currently managing the Twitter and all of the other social medias for this podcast.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like that's I'm pretty much interested in like that side of things.
Yeah. That's really cool.
But yeah, if I were to like actually start like a business though, it'd definitely have to be like art focused or focused.
It's pretty
That's very
cool.
cool.
I wish I was, smart enough to do that college shit.
So hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, when I what was it? Oh, when I applied to Fredonia, a college over in New York, I just put like they didn't have undeclared as like an option,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was just like business administration.
That's like what everybody does.
So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so I put in that, and I got accepted for that, because it's just like whatever. And then I did undeclared at a Buff State, so I got accepted to both. And I was like, well, do I feel like going to Fredonia for like some business crap, or?
Yeah.
And then I just did undeclared, and I dropped out a year later. Woohoo!
Yeah, no, school's definitely not for everyone.
Yeah. Especially not for the Sharkey family, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
All 4 of us have no form of a degree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like
well,
the first
Tina's got Cosmetology.
That's right. Yes, our older sister went for cosmetology, and I mean, good for her. She finished, so like she did some school.
That's a degree, like that. Not a degree. No offense to like,
Yeah.
no offense to hair, whatever. But like, I think it was a degree, right?
I don't know what it is.
Like a
Cosmetology.
diploma.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a certification.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But,
she
like,
was-
so you said you're the first. Do you have siblings, right, Jazmyn?
I have an older half sister.
Okay.
But and yeah, other than that, I'm an only child. But yeah, my parents have. My mom went to school for tourism and didn't finish.
Yeah.
But then she ended up becoming like a travel agent and was like super successful at that. And
Oh,
is
okay,
like,
so that's what she wanted to do anyways. She just didn't want a
Yeah.
degree in it.
and now she's a teacher, so like complete 180. But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just me in school.
Hey, I mean, there you go. Get a
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the best thing to do now, I guess, right? It's,
Yeah, it's like just do it if you can.
Yeah. if you don't know what else to do, get a degree and then figure it out from there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
too much work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I'm just lazy.
I know.
Whatever.
I had another question. Dave, if you got one, take it away because I forgot mine.
So now, Canadians
Yeah.
are they're known to be like super nice.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on?
Would you say you're a nice person?
Say that I was the nicest out of the friend group, with the
Oh, 100%.
with the exception of like maybe one time
I can't think of any time that you weren't a nice person.
when I throat stopped you.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, I deserved it, arguably. Get just right in the throat.
Yeah,
Damn.
That was probably the boldest move I've made to date.
Yeah.
Um,
But I would say, undoubtedly, you are probably one of the nicest people I have ever met, and probably the nicest person within our entire friend group.
well, thank you.
And so, like, I mean, I know you don't want to vouch for yourself and toot your own horn, but I would
Yeah.
definitely vouch for you.
I feel like, and I'm trying to think of the other Canadians who we had on our program, and like all of them were super nice as well.
Yeah. Now,
And, like,
can you give some insight as to why that is? Why are you all so nice up there?
I couldn't
it's-
tell you. It is very significant though. Like when I'm in Florida and you're like walking in a mall and you bump into someone and they'll like genuinely be pissed at you. That's like not a thing in Canada.
Wow.
Like someone bumps into you and you both apologize to each other. Like
yeah, you're just like, oh.
it's like so real. Like it's like, yeah.
I
But
mean,
there's mean people too.
yeah, there's
I'm
gotta
sure there's
be.
mean people. There's mean
Definitely.
people everywhere, but like,
I feel like
if you bump into somebody here,
yeah, it's generally a nicer society, I would say.
yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I would say sorry, like even if like they weren't paying
Mhm.
attention, but but like there's I think definitely more people in the States who'd be like,
Yeah.
bro, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Now, let me actually judge your nicety here. If you were stopped behind somebody at a red light,
Mhm.
how long are you waiting after that light turns green to beep it?
Oh, not very long.
Oh, okay. That's shocking, honestly.
I don't know. I also get really embarrassed though when people honk at me, so maybe I don't. Maybe I just
Yeah.
get embarrassed of like being like, oh, I can't do that to someone else.
Well, I hate being that
I
guy.
have been at a green light. Like, I will be the first car. Light turns green. Immediately, I'm getting honked at. I go, I can't even take my foot off the brake yet. What the
I'm
hell are you
probably-
beeping at?
I'd say probably like 20 seconds, and then I'm like, oh,
20 seconds.
is that a
That's
lot?
pretty nice. That's a long time.
Oh, I didn't think that was a lot.
20 seconds
I-
takes it's quite long after it turns green. It's like
Yeah, you're
turn-
sitting there. You're just like,
Time.
I mean, I'm
go.
gone.
Like, I was behind somebody once, and like, I would say a good 10 seconds went by, and I go, what is wrong with this guy? Like, I thought maybe his car broke down or something. And then, like, maybe another 2 seconds went by. That thought was very brief in my head, and I was like, this asshole!
I get mad when like I can like, what I get madder about is like, at like stoplights, if you have to like go on the line, and then that line triggers like the left turn lane to turn green, and is that like a thing?
I'm sorry, what? There's a line that triggers the...
So like on the ground, like there's like the stop mark line, and you have to like have your tire on it, and then it like triggers the light. Like that's how it knows that there's people in like the left turn lane,
oh,
You're
right,
living
right,
in the
right.
future.
and you have to be pulled up onto that line in order for that to turn green. If it's not on there, it's not going to turn green. So like I've had like someone not be on that line and it go like 2 turns of when it should have been like us turning left.
Yeah.
It didn't because they didn't trigger the sensor. That's when I get upset.
Oh my god, I did not.
Pull up, please.
I didn't think there was a. I mean, I didn't know there was a line.
Yeah, I mean, there's lines, but I don't know if that's a thing here. I don't know if there's sensors. I'm sure there are.
I just know that there's like something in the light that's like, oh hey, there's a car here. It's got like an eye or like a thing.
It's got an eye.
It's got an eye.
No, ours are just like lines and sensors you have to like pull onto.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's high tech right there.
Yeah.
But that could be annoying if somebody doesn't pull up all the way. My god, that is frustrating.
And some people don't like, especially like, so when you're like first start driving, you get your L and then you get your N in BC. So your N is called your novice driver, and it's like the first time you can drive.
You're a noob.
Yeah, it's the first time you can drive in the car without having anyone else with you.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't know that, and I'm just like, and they have to like have a little N magnet on the back of their car, so you just know.
They have to put that on their car?
I've had my N for like 4 years. I was supposed to get rid of it like 2 years ago.
But maybe people will be patient with you now. You know?
I just won't put the sticker on the back.
Wow.
I just hope I don't get pulled over.
Yeah.
So, speaking of driving, if there's ever a person in front of me and I see that their license plate says Ontario and we're in New York, they're usually annoying me because they're.
Yeah, I immediately am like, oh, this motherfucker.
Like if they're doing something, I look at their license plate, it says Ontario. I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense. You know.
Your guys' highways are so completely different than anything I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like you states or New York? Wait, you probably
the states, like just like Florida, especially, right?
Well, Florida's really bad.
Like I have never seen highway systems like the maximum you will ever see on like a highway lane, and like where I live is like 2 lanes on each side. That's like the maximum.
We're getting 6 on there.
I know.
Yeah, Florida's got
like,
crazy
that's
stuff.
That's why we probably drive like assholes because
you're not comfortable.
What's all this road like?
Am I allowed to be there? Or is that oncoming traffic?
Like driving with like Sarah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know how you're so young and can drive in this so comfortably because like I can barely drive comfortably.
Now I have to say that's not everybody. There's a lot of people, especially a lot of people that Dave and I know that like friends that we had from high school. They like would not drive on the throughway. The highway after they got their license. They like refused to do it for the longest time until they absolutely like there was no choice. They had to go on the throughway, and that was the only option.
Yeah, that's kind of like if you're from like Vancouver or like Toronto. Those are kind of our big like main hub cities. You like probably will never get your license just because there's like so much like public transit and stuff, which I feel like is probably similar to some people in New York.
Yeah, there's definitely people who would choose that they at least wait a while to get it. But like if you're going to like New York City or something, there's a lot of people that will just never get a license because there's so much. They got the subway. Yeah. One, you don't want to drive in New York City because of the traffic. But
I would never drive in New York City.
No, never. You couldn't pay me to drive in New York
I'd have a panic attack every time I got in my car.
Yeah, that's how people from Canada feel about driving just in any state, Dave.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when we went to Hawaii, it's not as bad, right? Because it's not like as overdeveloped and stuff. It's still kind of like that natural terrain. So it was scary.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go to Hawaii.
Now, I just think of people on bikes on the roads. Do people ride their bikes on Canadian roads, or do they ride on the sidewalk?
Or do you call a sidewalk something different?
No, it's a sidewalk. We sometimes have bike lanes. If we don't have a bike lane on the sidewalk, probably.
Okay, so that seems pretty nice. So they wouldn't just be like in front of your vehicle.
No.
They get it
I'm
up
moving
there.
to Canada. This made me think. I wanted to ask what your biggest pet peeve is, but before I get to that, a big pet peeve that we all have here is that people that ride their bikes just in the road, because it's like
the thing I hear
get the fuck out of the way. And I saw somebody earlier. That's why I thought of it. And
I feel like that's in like it's very cliche of like movies filmed in New York is that like someone always has to like get hit by a bike or something. Right?
Yeah, it's extremely frustrating. Which brings us to what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, that's so difficult.
Because you have so many, or because you just can't think
No,
of
I
one?
don't think I have any. Like, I don't have any big ones. I
Well,
don't.
that's because you're so nice up in Canada. You just don't have
I
any
like
pet
have.
peeves.
I like don't like. I don't have any pet peeves of like other people. I like don't like when my food touches. That's like a huge pet peeve.
Really? Now
What?
explain that, because that doesn't bother me. I've never met anybody that bothers before.
It's
Explain
just
it to me.
a vile thing of my life. Like the thought of like food touching is like so gross. I have plates. I have like a special plate that has like dividers on it. That I
Yeah,
use.
like a kid's plate.
So, so if you have like a Thanksgiving dinner, or if you,
They don't have Thanksgiving in Canada.
yeah,
Dave.
yeah, right, but like,
We have Thanksgiving, but it's a different time.
but they know what
It's not the same.
they know what Thanksgiving is. So,
Your guys' Thanksgiving dinner is like our Christmas dinner. Like we do big turkey dinners on Christmas.
oh yeah, let's just say Christmas. Christmas is a very universal thing.
Yeah.
So Christmas dinner, you have like, mashed potatoes, corn, stuffing, turkey, whatever. Me personally,
Yeah.
I will take all of that and make a big mound of food,
No.
or put it on like a sandwich or something.
No, that's an even bigger no.
But
Really?
you will have it like my
In a
corn
little divider.
will
Yeah,
go
like,
here.
and I'll even like with my mashed potatoes, I'll like dig a little center so I can put the gravy in the center, right?
Of course,
So
yeah.
it doesn't go anywhere, right? That's like the main purpose.
You can't
and then,
have gravy touching anything else?
and then a little bit of gravy on the turkey.
The turkey. Okay.
That's the only gravy. Everything else I like the way it is a lot. Just
Now,
like,
when you're taking a bite of the food, will you like take a bite of turkey and then take a bite of mashed potatoes, or will you take a bite of turkey?
I eat like I'll eat like my least favorite, or I'll eat like a little bit of my favorite, and then I'll eat all my least favorite foods, and then I'll eat the rest of my favorite food at the end.
Well, yeah, that's good. So
I
you
mean,
won't
that's definitely
take
a good way to eat something, is worst favorite to most favorite, but like
But it's like each of those foods have to be like they're eaten individually. Like I'm not like taking a bite of like my turkey and then taking a bite of.
that's how I eat my candy. I
I'd,
eat my
like, eat
candy
all
in.
my turkey, and then I eat all my stuffing, and then I eat all my potatoes, and then I eat my bun. I don't know that order. Stuffing's like my favorite thing. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say you're ending with the bun. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I'd probably end with the bun because the bun
That's
would like
crazy.
so much.
So
I end with the turkey, if anything.
No.
now I pretty much know the answer to this because obviously you said you don't like your food touching, but you've never put your corn on top of your mashed potatoes.
No.
Wow.
Okay, this is gonna be one that like is like I don't like spaghetti sauce on like noodles. I'll eat those separate. I'll just like eat the sauce.
What do you mean you'll eat it? Sauce
Wait.
isn't a thing you just consume on its own.
I like sauce with like the meat in it. So I'll just eat the sauce and the meat, and then I'll eat the noodles.
Like a soup? Like you're eating the chili with the. with
So,
the
but
side
like
noodles?
you won't take
No, like I'll eat the noodles, and then when I'm done, with the
swallow
noodles,
it, and then you'll take a spoonful of the.
No, she'll eat all
Oh.
the noodles, Dave. All of the noodles, and then
Oh.
just spoon the sauce into her mouth. What's going on? What is that?
Yeah, that one's like a bit, and that one like when I first started dating my boyfriend, I like his mom was like always made spaghetti, and I'd like force myself to eat like regular spaghetti, and I just with mushrooms in it too, and I don't like mushrooms.
Oh,
and
mushrooms are the worst. I would be like, no, thank you. I'm all right.
So like in the beginning, I would just do that, and I'd hate. Now I'm like, okay, I can't eat them together. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear
I heard that
that. I was hoping you would say sorry at some point on the podcast.
one. So
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
so if you
Sorry.
do you ever take like so with like spaghetti usually you get like garlic bread or something?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever dip the garlic bread in the sauce, the
No,
marinara? Okay.
The only time I'll do that is like I'll dip grilled cheese in tomato soup.
Oh,
Okay.
That makes sense.
But like
Yeah.
that's one thing that like I can do. That's a mix I'll do.
Yeah.
But this is a
That's
real
like-
ugh.
Now, so
Yeah.
like, if your food touches, you just gonna throw it out? Like you can't eat it, or?
Usually like I try to like separate like what has touched, and then I'll just like scoop what has touched away and eat like what hasn't touched. If it does touch.
Now, is there like what is the like? Can you like even break this down for me? Like, what is the mindset behind? Like, why can't it touch?
Like, I don't know, like it's just like gross to me. Like I just think it's like
It all goes to the same place anyways.
Yeah, but I'm very like keen on, I don't like lots of different textures. And so like if something makes something soggy, it's just like upsetting to me.
Oh, I mean, I understand that. Like, if I ate soggy bread, I would rather die. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
my
but
God.
to me, like if like a piece of like Caesar salad touches a piece of pasta, that's like contaminated, like that, like I don't like seeing like the Caesar salad dressing on the piece of pasta.
Oh my god. Don't say it, Dave. I saw your lips make the P shape, and I go, don't you fucking mimic what she just said.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh no,
pasta. Wait, how'd you say it?
pasta.
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 Okay. Well, here's so if you don't like your food touching,
Mm-hmm.
but would you eat pizza?
Yeah, I love pizza.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot of food touching right there.
Yeah, but it's different. It goes together. It's cooked. If it's
Right.
actually cooking's different, right? Like a lasagna is like super good, but that's like all the stuff that's on spaghetti pretty much.
Right. It's all cooked together, so it's just like
So
Goes in.
if somebody sold you a sandwich
Yeah.
that was like Christmas dinner,
no.
Would you
that's
eat it?
just not-
No, probably not.
I
Like
would.
a lot of the time with sandwiches, I pick sandwiches apart too.
I mean, I do that too because all sandwiches have cheese for the most part, and I don't like cheese. So
I like cheese.
Yeah. No.
yeah, Dave and I don't like cheese. Not a fan.
So
That's hard.
We like pizza though. We love pizza.
Oh my god, I crave glazed pizza every day.
Don't even start. It's so
do you like dipping
I'll
your
send you
food
some.
into stuff? Like
No,
that's a big no
like
no.
veggies and dip is like my favorite food, but that's it.
But you won't do like pizza and ranch or blue cheese or
Not my thing at all.
do you guys know what blue cheese is up there?
Yeah.
Okay. You know for now. You got
Yeah, Dave, they're so uncultured over there. They don't know what blue cheese is. But you said did you say your chips and dip you would eat?
Mm-hmm.
chips
I
and
like
dip.
pizza dip. Like I really like sour cream and onion dip with like plain chips.
Oh, okay.
What about
I
like
don't like
chicken
salt.
fingers and barbecue sauce or like some
only honey mustard.
honey mustard?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay. So some type of okay.
So like a
It's like-
dip is okay. Like if it's a sauce that's meant for like a compliment to,
Yeah,
unless it's
but it's pretty
spaghetti
much-
sauce. But
It's pretty much like only like when it comes to like dips and stuff that I actually like though, I like only like ranch and like sometimes like a Thai like Asian sesame sauce.
yeah.
Ranch.
Those are like the only sauces I would eat. So like or dip.
Now, what about a salad? Do you eat salad?
Yeah, I love salad.
Okay, what do you put in your salad?
Ranch. That's
And
it.
not sauce. Sorry, what ingredients do you put in your salad? But also, yes, ranch is good in salad.
Cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, like radishes I like, and then celery is
What
like
does a
what
radish
dream
taste like?
salad.
Celery.
That's like my dream salad.
Wow. Okay, so now that's several different vegetables all touching each other.
I like vegetables a lot, and they're fine. They're not like ooey gooey. They don't like.
Yeah. They're all generally the same texture.
Yeah, they're like not gonna mess with each other too much. But like, I don't know. Cucumbers sometimes can like make other food kind of soggy, but that's only if it's in a plastic bag.
What about like a cheese dip?
I am like just now as I'm getting older starting to like artichoke and like cheese dips now and like that kind of stuff. Or like what are those? I don't know, that kind of dip I like.
Chicken wing dip.
That's
So-
weird. Artichoke
so-
dip is like so good. You should try it.
No thanks. That's a hard pass.
Artichokes are disgusting.
People go crazy over spinach and artichoke dip, and I would rather.
Finished artichoke dip, but it has a lot of cheese in it, so
Blech.
that would be that.
It's also the spinach and the artichoke that I don't like.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat either of them on their own, but they're so good in that dip.
Yeah, it's a hard pass.
I mean, maybe I'll have to try that because I've had an artichoke
It's
like by
good at-
itself,
you
and
guys-
it's nasty.
I'm trying to think what restaurants you guys have that we have that has good. Do you guys have Earl's? Do you know what Earl's is?
Yep.
No.
Earl.
We
I
have
think-
Applebee's. They have
Apple-
spinach artichoke dip that people go crazy over.
Boston Pizza has spinach artichoke dip. It's pretty good.
Boston.
I'm never gonna try it. I'm gonna be honest. I'll never try it.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and be like, well, I'm gonna pay $13 for this dish.
Yeah.
So good, and you get like different bread or like pita chip or pita bread or chips or
I want.
the
Now-
one thing I'll vouch for.
I gotta go for some of that bread dip.
So you don't like food touching. Is there anything else that drives you up a wall?
Not really.
That's impressive. I
How
swear,
about
I had a list a mile long of things that piss me off.
I think no, not really.
Like, there's nothing a person does that's just like makes your spine tingle.
I mean, I feel like not really like a general characteristic. I feel like there's just like people that make my spine tingle.
Yeah.
People in general are just kind of
Yeah.
Just people existing.
get
Their
away from
persona,
it.
they're like, yeah, just their existence.
How do you feel about people that breathe too loudly?
I feel like I don't notice those things.
Okay, what about people that chew with their mouth open?
Only if it's like spitting, I think it's gross. If like food starts flying out, then it's disgusting. But
That's where you draw the line.
if it's in the mouth, it's totally fine. I'm not gonna watch, but like,
Well, yeah, I'm not
do what you want.
just
Wow.
fascinated by wow.
Yeah, you're enjoying your food,
no.
are you? Okay. Why don't you share-
Alrighty.
Quick questions. Even though we're still in the question part of this whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
do you believe in the aliens?
Yeah.
So,
Like,
yeah.
obviously, Dave.
I do. I like wholeheartedly do. I just think that like we are super, super selfish to think that we're like the only living life form like in like a universe in like in a galaxy that like literally hasn't been explored close to enough to like say that there isn't.
So I asked this because I don't know, maybe like few hours ago, the news was on.
Dave got anally probed by
Yeah.
some aliens.
Aliens came down, they landed, and we're like, okay, what's up? But the news was on, and the Navy or whatever, I think it was, they had a picture of a UFO.
Yeah, and they just confirmed that it was like real, right?
Yeah, so now they're gonna talk more about it. I think they said like next week Tuesday. I don't know what we were watching, some news, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah, next week. I want to say Tuesday. They're like next week Tuesday. They're gonna talk more about it, and because they've got pictures of all this stuff. We have proof, and I was like, okay, here we go.
So you believe in aliens? Do you believe that they've ever been to Earth?
I don't know. Like
It's a tough one.
the world again, like is so big. Like
Yeah, and we're just a little pinpoint in that.
like even if you think about like Canada alone, like to get from where I am to get to like the closest like city that way is like an hour, right? There's no civilization between there for an hour, right? And it's like that all throughout here. So think about how much like open land and open forest, just like you don't know what's going on in there, and you can't even get in there because there's so many mountains and stuff.
Right, so you never know that those aliens could be up in the
Up in the Canadian mountains.
yeah. They could be in
Please
Saskatchewan.
don't be. I'm like, please don't come close. I'm fine.
That's now. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
I feel like if you believe in aliens, you believe in ghosts, right?
Yeah.
I would like to. I believe in aliens. I don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in a lot of things because usually I'm a see it to believe it kind of person.
So am I. That's why I've never seen a ghost. So I don't believe.
But like, I want to believe. I guess I do believe because I'm like, there's something.
I want to believe that ghosts are real. However, it's like there's no science pointing towards that, whereas there's a lot of evidence pointing towards alien life. Because like what you said, Jazmyn, like the universe is so big. There's so many other stars with so many other planets orbiting those stars, and so many of those planets are exactly like Earth. It's like, how is there not some form of alien life? Intelligent alien life is a different story.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe that exists too, but I have that to me is closer to ghosts than like any alien life.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
think that's like. I think that like I just like don't understand how, like, out of everywhere in like the universe
We're the only ones.
that ever like evolved into this. Like what are the odds that happened, right?
Yeah,
Or
one in
whatever.
a
What do you,
billion.
how do we like I don't know what's real, honestly.
You're having a mental breakdown right here on the podcast.
No, but really, like what is to say what's real and what's not anyway?
That's true. We're living in a simulation for all we know.
Yeah, like literally a year and a half ago the world was perfectly normal, and now we're like a year
In
and
a
a half
pandemic.
into the pandemic that we literally are like getting shots for. Like that's crazy that it's like
Yeah.
like I just don't understand. I don't get it.
Apparently, there's going to be like there was talk about I had a choke. I had a stroke. Apparently, there's talk about a third shot.
Mhm.
So there's two. Like now, like automatically you get
Yeah.
the first one, and then
Yeah.
like a couple weeks later you have to get a second one. There might be
Yeah,
a third
that's
one.
first.
Now I don't know how true this is. This is just word of mouth from my dad. I don't know what my dad was reading or what he was listening to, but it's either the news or the news
Or Facebook.
or Facebook. And Facebook, you know, he's probably like, that's probably wrong if it's on there, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I'll just keep shooting me up. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I'm like fine. I've already gotten my first dose. It was
Yeah.
fine. And my arm hurt so bad for like 2 days, but
I bet, yeah. But yeah, I was listening to, I don't remember if I saw a clip from another podcast or something that I saw. It was a video of something, and it was like somebody asking somebody. It might have been Joe Rogan's podcast, asking if somebody believes that we are living in a simulation.
shout out.
And it's like there's basically two scenarios. It's like either like how it works living in a simulation is like life evolves so much that they create a simulation where that life doesn't know it's in a simulation. Or that
Well, that's
world
so
doesn't know
weird to
it's in a
think
simulation.
about.
Yeah, and then like they evolve, create another simulation. They evolve, create another simulation. So it's just like simulation after simulation after simulation. So we are one of two things. Either we are the very last in that line of things, or the very next one, I guess you could say, which is we just haven't evolved far enough to make our own simulation, or we are the very first and we haven't lived long enough to create that first simulation. So it's like either we are or we aren't. It's like basically no matter what it is, there's a 50-50 chance, potentially higher than 50-50 chance that you are living in a simulation.
oh boy.
And it's like, how crazy is that? Like, and we wouldn't even know. We would not even
I know.
know.
That's the craziest part. I don't get it at all.
It's mind-boggling. It like hurts my head.
Yeah,
so
no,
much.
really, my brain hurts right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to just try to even like wrap your mind in like the slightest bit of it.
And that's how a lot of people, that's how it is with like believing that intelligent life exists out there. It's like it's so hard to fathom that like we are just this tiny little ball floating through the nothingness of space.
I know, because the world seems so big in your eyes. Like
Yeah.
at the same time.
But then you go out there and they go, oh well, there's like a quadrillion stars, and each one of those stars has some planets floating around it, and each one of those planets, or most of those planets, may not hold life, but like a lot of them are also right in the perfect spot of that orbit around the sun, around their sun, that like they could hold
just,
life.
like,
And it's like,
yeah.
and it's like, out of how many of those planets can life evolve to where we are now, or further? It's insane.
That's crazy.
Blah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Same.
go take a nap now. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But yeah, that's my take on that. It's crazy. I believe in aliens. I don't know if intelligent aliens are out there. I like to believe they are, though.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I hope there's something out there too. I want to see
Oh,
some
I
of
would
these
be
things.
terrified to be alone out here. Like, oh, that's a terrifying thought to think too. Like,
I know. It's
all this
weird.
universe and we're the only ones? No thanks. Don't like that.
Yeah, it just it seemed way too big to not have anything else in it.
Yeah. There's also the thing that also makes me get all tingly is I've watched videos on like how the world will end, and there's like basically two different options. It's either it's going to end in like a big explosion, or it's just gonna like everything's just gonna freeze. Like everything will expand so far that it just cools down and nothing moves anymore. So it's like I think the thought of just like everything coming to a slow freeze and just stopping is more terrifying than everything exploding in a fiery nothingness.
I was like growing up very afraid of the end of the world, because I was like 12 when 2012 came out.
Yeah.
Or I was like 10 actually. It was a little bit before 2012, but I was 12 when 2012 occurred. And I was convinced it was going to end. I wouldn't have sleepovers at my friend's house because I was so scared that like the ground was going to cave in and I wasn't going to get to say bye to my mom before the world ended. Like
Aw.
up until December 27th of 2012, I was like convinced the world was going to end. And then it didn't, thank God.
My God.
But I really thought it did. I was genuinely convinced it was going to end in like 2012. So
Yeah.
very afraid of the world ending. Not that afraid anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you still have that fear? Because some people are saying it could be this year.
I still live with my mom, so I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I think no matter what, I'd still be scared if the world ended. But like the 2012 thing, I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, like my older cousin took me to the theaters to watch it. I was like, it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, it was a good movie though.
We watch it now, it's like very good, but like at the time, I was like, God save my soul.
You were like, this is it. This is how I die right here.
Oh, and I was like, literally, and I didn't tell anyone how. I didn't even tell my mom. I was just like, didn't think I wanted.
You just kept how afraid you were to yourself.
I was like, I'll figure it out when the day comes.
When the situation presents itself, I'll handle it then.
I mean,
that is the ultimate procrastination.
I mean, like now I have like a diagnosed anxiety disorder. I guess it kind of showed then, but.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate.
Yeah. Well.
So do you have like a small plane or like RV just stored away in case you need to just drive anywhere or fly anywhere?
I always like watch those like bunker videos on YouTube and stuff because I think those are so cool.
Yeah,
like
people just build nuclear bunkers.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
They look good. Like these people,
like the giant ones that have like pools and like
yeah, they're like
it's nice stuff. I know, they're crazy.
I'd live in one of those.
Same.
Yeah, whether the world was ending or not, you know, just
put me down in the ground in a bunker made out of cement. Cool. Although, like once you come out of there, you're like fucked because like not seeing the sunlight for that long.
Yeah, you're like you probably would have like no like perception of time either because like it's so based on like sun and light and stuff.
Yeah, you'd probably burn instantly if the sun touched you.
That's like me. I'm so pale. The sun already does burn me.
Now, how much? Because you're way up north, right? Because you said 12 hours to get to Washington alone.
Yeah. So like it's so I'm like in northern BC, but we're more central than like northern. It's just like really big. Because basically, like, once you start driving north of here, it's like the population starts to go down and down until you get up into like Yukon and Alaska. Because there's like not a lot of civilization from here up.
Do you get a lot of snow? Is it just snow?
Yeah, we do. We get like 6 feet a year, probably. Like, of like solid pack.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
Like, like when we would go up to like because I ski a lot, when we'd go up to the ski hill and you'd like pull out of the highway, like the snow would be like higher than my car, and you'd have to like pull out and like look before you could pull onto the highway because like the snow would block your way.
That's crazy.
In the city where I live, it's like not as bad, but you still get like there's still always snow on the ground, and it's
like,
always like
all year round. There's just like
no,
not all year round.
It stopped snowing probably like a week ago.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, yeah.
But it'll start snowing in like September.
That's also fair. Like, so
yeah,
from Buffalo, being from Buffalo, like it snows a lot in Buffalo, and we don't get. I wouldn't say we get that much like of the packed snow. God no, we probably
this year at least we got nothing.
Yeah, like we have like a snow pack that stays. It's like, but it goes away during the summer. But not on like I can still ski during the summer, for like a couple of years.
Well, you've got mountains up there, don't you?
Yeah. Like there's like a couple of years in a row I'd go to like on ski trips and stuff, and like you can ski in the summer and stuff. So.
Yeah. So like you make it to the bottom of the mountain and it's warm.
Yeah.
That's why you can ski in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. It's
so nice. Like, what's the temperature there right now?
Well, I'll have to convert it because
probably the same here. It's freaking
we don't understand here. Celsius.
Oh. It is.
Yeah.
Unless it's like 0 degrees Celsius, then I know that it's freezing.
30, yeah, I know it's 32 degrees
So it's
Fahrenheit.
like 17 degrees Celsius, which is 63.
Oh, it's pretty warm
It's
there.
warmer there than it is in Buffalo.
Yeah, really.
That's like very, 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 very warm for this time of year.
Yeah. So what's your like during the summer? Like what are you hitting?
Like 29 degrees Celsius, which is, it's not that hot.
Oh,
Talking like 80?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Okay.
That's actually.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty warm.
But that's like maybe 5 days out of the summer.
Oh wow.
That's like,
I mean, you can't compare it to Florida because Florida's just
Oh.
all the time.
I would say probably like, I don't even know where it would be comparable to. I guess you guys, honestly.
Yeah, I would say Buffalo is probably the most comparable.
Which is like always been weird to me. I don't understand why you guys are so like wintry.
Because of the lake.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like 60 degrees here. It's like to some people, it's cold. To me, it's that's nice. But 60 degrees in Florida, it's fucking cold.
Freezing.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you remember when you were down here. Like if it dropped to 60 one day, you're putting on your coat. Like it's.
I don't know.
Well, maybe not you.
She
so
yeah,
much.
she might not, but to
No,
me it was.
like I can like even when it rained and stuff, like I was never cold.
Yeah, that's how I was when I first moved down here.
I
But
was-
the more time I spend,
Indoors, I was coldest indoors
yeah,
because the AC is literally blasted everywhere, which is
yeah,
so
that's
not
true.
a hot day, but
Yeah, but if it's a little chilly, it's like okay, back off. You
yeah,
know?
it's like
Yeah,
like
no, it's like I remember one day I went to work. It was like 30 degrees in the morning. I was like, no thanks.
oh my god, work was so. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my laptop charger.
You're fine.
Working in the heat was so hard. That was like the hardest thing for me ever.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That was shocking.
Because like if it's like 60 degrees here in Buffalo, and then at night it's 60 degrees, it's like obviously the sun's not out anymore, so it's like but it's still just nice out. If it drops to like if it's like 60 during the day and sunny, it probably warm, but like 60 degrees, it feels like 29 degrees in Florida. I don't know why 29 came
Yeah,
in my
it's
head,
cold.
but
And the problem with Florida is like the temperature varies so much on a
I
daily
know.
basis. So like I wake up and it's 60 degrees out, and then it gets up to 90 in the middle of the day, and then it drops back down to 60 at the end of the day. So it's like a 30-degree
Yeah,
change, and I'm like, I don't even know how to. My body can't handle this.
Yeah,
It's
it even
awful.
it drops pretty cold overnight here still. Like it'll probably get down to like I don't know, like close to freezing probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ugh. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
New question, Dave. I know you usually ask this one, but I'm gonna take the reins on this. If you were stranded on a deserted island, and the island had everything you needed to survive, so it had food, it had water. What 3 things would you bring with you? Should we also bring the scenario that if you're only there for like a couple of years, like you're eventually gonna get rescued, so you don't need to bring a boat, you don't need to bring what would you bring then?
I would bring my baby blanket because I can't sleep without it.
Oh my god.
Literally can't sleep without it. I would bring my Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
I play that a lot, and I would probably bring like paint supplies. I guess.
Just have some fun, do some art.
Yeah. I like paint.
There you go.
What
That's
do you like?
I like sitting and doing nothing.
Yeah. I feel like that island question really tells a lot about a person.
Yeah, that's like so relaxing to me. Like incredibly relaxing.
You just sat and just painted the water.
For 2 years.
After.
Do that. Like my brain needs.
What
that.
are you playing on the Switch?
Cozy Grove. I just started playing. It's kind of like a knockoff Animal Crossing. And there's like ghost bears on the island, and you have to like help them with tasks and build a house.
Ghost bears.
See the Switch. I mean, when you bring the Switch and the painting, you got with the Switch you can do like anything, and with the painting,
It's
honestly,
true.
you can do anything too.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, though, before you go, you'd have to download a bunch of games on the Switch because once you're there, you can't download anything. You're stuck with the games you got.
I also like right now Super Mario 3D All Stars, like all the 3D games from Switch, and then whatever the older or not Switch, whatever the Wii.
Yeah.
Oh, we yes. I just
Wee.
I forgot about that thing.
I was gonna set that up the other day because of the We Fit the
Mhm.
whiteboard. I found that the other day when I was cleaning some stuff out, and I go, "Hey, I could start, just having some fun with this
Start
thing.
working out.
Start working out with the Wii again."
I know. I was thinking about getting like the Nintendo Switch like ring. It's like a fit ring, and you like do squats with it and like squeeze it and stuff. And
I've
work
never
out.
heard about this.
Yeah, I
Sounds
see it on
fun.
TikTok.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, that's a really fun game though. Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Yeah, so
I mean,
Nintendo
that'll
Switch
take up 2 years easily. And you'll be a
Paint.
master at that game after 2 years.
Exactly. No, I would literally have such a good time on an island. Frick, I wish.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I don't know. Did we ask ourselves this question, Joe?
I don't know what I would bring. I think I initially said I would bring a boat, but then we brought up the scenario of like, okay, well, you're not going to be there. Like, you're going to get rescued, so like, you
I
don't
probably
need a
wouldn't
boat.
even. If I had food, I wouldn't even want to leave.
Right.
They'd come and rescue you. You're like, all right, your 2 years is up. You'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Like honestly, if I had like my PC, that's all I would need. That's what I'm
Your
bringing. My
entire
PC,
computer.
my one monitor, my another monitor. That's 3 things. That's all I need.
Yeah. Dave, I don't think there's electricity on the island.
Hey, you don't know that. I'd bring electricity, my PC.
I would bring electricity and my PC.
It'd be a generator. That's what it'd
Yeah.
be. I honestly
Yeah.
don't know what I would bring though, because bring like a baseball mitt and just
maybe
throw
like
it to
throw a ball
myself.
up to yourself.
I feel like a hammock would have been a good idea too, but I don't know which.
Who? Oh, that's what we had. We had one of my friends, Emma, on, and we asked her, and she was like, well, I was gonna say a hammock, but I feel like in a year I could make a hammock. Like,
That is
you could just learn to make one. And I'm like, that's a good point. That's what I would do. I just like spend all my time crafting with.
Yeah,
supplies on
I
the
try
island,
and
just, like,
figure
building
out
new shit.
Literally Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
just a bunch
just
of
become Animal Crossing.
trial and
I would do
error of building
Build little
stuff.
houses for the animals on the island.
That's why that sounds appealing to me is because I play
Yeah.
Animal Crossing all the time.
Well, you'll have to add me on Animal. I don't play anymore, but you'll have to add me on Animal Crossing, and I'll get back into the game.
I'm like just like redoing my island right now. I was at I didn't play it for a long time.
Yeah.
I was tempted to get it again when it came out because I played it a lot.
Yeah, I got it when it first came out too.
But it's like,
It's a fun game. It's so much fun.
It is.
Especially on the Switch with all the new stuff they added, like being able to travel between islands as easily as you can. It's so much nicer now.
Yeah,
It's too slow. I need a shooting game. If they start bringing guns into Animal Crossing, why don't you tell me? Call me up.
I know. It's like my boyfriend's always like, "Oh my god!" Well, like I don't understand. Like Minecraft is like at least quick when you're like crafting stuff, but like in Animal Crossing, it's super slow.
Yeah, it takes what, a day to like make a bridge or something.
Yeah, everything is like super animated and like in real time.
Yeah, I hate that. That's what I wish would change. But like
Yeah.
for the most part, I enjoy the game.
It's fun.
But I enjoy a lot of other games too. Like I'll play Minecraft, which is a faster game. I'll play shooter games, which are super fun. I'm not good at them. I'm good at Animal Crossing, that's for sure.
I know, same.
But like you can't be bad at Animal Crossing. There's just no being bad at a game like that.
Exactly.
So
That's just not fun though.
you want to have people that are bad at the game.
You gotta try and be the best.
Yeah, but I mean, like you can because your islands are also graded too. So
That's true.
lots of people are very like go all out for their island.
Yeah, they're like insane about their island.
And like they build like crazy things that I couldn't even imagine like and think of for myself.
Sometimes with people,
Excuse me.
people who play these games like Minecraft or Animal Crossing, the way that they can think and build stuff.
Oh my god, it's insane.
I'm like, how do you even-
Their like creative mind is insane.
I know it's weird, like because when it comes to like painting and stuff, I'm really into it. But like if I try to like build a house on Minecraft, it's like 4 blocks by like 4 blocks.
Yeah, that's all
you
I
know,
got.
and like, it's
Yeah, and
adorable.
people are out here like building Disney World in Minecraft.
I know
It's insane.
exactly. Like I can't even imagine doing that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I want to go to Disney World. I went to Roblox Disney World once.
Roblox Disney World.
What is
Yeah,
that?
honestly. It's like Roblox is like a knockoff Minecraft. kind of that little kids
Oh,
love. And they had like a Disney World server, so I went to it because I really miss Disney.
I thought Canada had like a knockoff Disney thing
I
called
wish.
Roblox. I was like, okay, that's got to be interesting. It's called
Yeah,
like
Oh, that's good.
it's like Matthew Mouse instead of Mickey Mouse.
Matthew Mouse. Maddie Mouse.
Ew.
It's
That would
very
be
cringy.
awful. Poor Mickey. Don't do him like that.
Do we have any what are you doing, Joe? You opening up
Opening.
wine? Oh.
I'm opening another thing. This is the only bottle opener I had.
Oh. Anybody got
I've got
something
another
that
question
weird that
if you
happened
don't
to
have
them?
one, Dave.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
sorry,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say anything happened to yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I'll ask one more question, and then we can go with anybody's got a weird weekly story. Another, like, what is your biggest whatever? What's your biggest fear?
House fire.
Besides the end of the world.
Yeah.
Like house
House fire?
fire, hands down, like the scariest thing to me. One time I was in a hotel fire, like the hotel con fire I was staying in. Like
Uh-huh.
the worst thing I've ever experienced. I've like cried and stopped. My mom had to call my grandma. It was the only thing that would calm me down, trying to get
Oh
me
my
up to.
lord.
Yeah, no. House fires are like an apartment fire too. Like I hate that. Whenever I hear a fire alarm, I like immediately just like.
Oh, why don't you come to my house? There's a fire alarm every 2 seconds because
Well, that's like this building that I live in right now. The freaking pipes explode and set off the alarms. So like we're like, oh my god, it's on fire. Like no, the building is just like gushing water onto the first and second floors.
Jesus. So, like, are you afraid? What are you afraid of when the house catches on fire? Like, are you afraid of getting trapped inside? Or what are you afraid of?
I don't know. Like it just, I guess I'm like, I just don't. I guess my stuff burning. Like I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm like materialistic, but like I have things that I have that are like very, very, very special to me, and like
Yeah. So you're sentimental.
yeah. So like the one, oh my god. Well, not when I was in this hotel fire. When I was in the hotel fire, my biggest concern, number one concern, was my brand new Justin Bieber perfume that I had just had.
no shot.
I was like, now it's different, and like now obviously like my baby blanket, and like I have so many pictures and like all of my Disney memorabilia. Like how am I supposed to like pick
All right.
things?
And of course, at the bottom of the list, your Justin Bieber perfume.
Well, yeah, like now it's like stinky like in my bathroom, but
I'm not sure that the Justin Bieber perfume would have burned.
Wouldn't have been there
it was
anymore.
a glass bottle, so
I
like
think it's impenetrable.
yeah, probably it was like it just was like the the Belieber energy radiating off of it. Just like stay back,
Belieber
fire.
energy.
So you're not really afraid of fire. You're afraid of losing things to fire.
Okay, if we're gonna get deep about it.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
like, because like you said, you're specifically afraid of like a house fire. So like, if you were like at a bonfire, you're not like, no, fuck that. I'm
No,
afraid of that shit.
with that, like I like love campfires and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so you're not afraid of fire. You're afraid specifically of
No.
like losing things to the fire.
Yeah, or like and like you said, being in a house fire too. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to, and like my family too, right? Like another big fear was like I would hear sirens and I'd be like, they're going to my house. My house is burnt down. My parents are dead. Like that was my.
Oh my god, you're so morbid.
That's what I was like as a kid, and like, yeah. So I think I'm afraid of like, yeah, just house fires in general. It's weird. My mom is too. Like when she was little, she would like wear footy pajamas and put all her teddy bears in it when she was like a little kid.
Oh my lord.
And I was like the exact same way, pretty much, but with Justin Bieber perfume.
When I was younger, I feel like to this day, I still sleep like through. I sleep like a rock. I'm a very heavy sleeper. I will sleep through anything. And when I was younger, it was a lot worse. And so I would sleep through people waking me up. I would sleep through alarms. I would sleep through whatever it was. So my mom one time, when I was a child, I don't know, I was probably like 10, maybe 12 years old, still very young. And I was oversleeping and just wasn't hearing anybody trying to wake me up. And my mom was mad at me because we were going to be late to something. She storms into the room, wakes me up, and she goes, one of these days, the house is going to catch on fire and you're not going to make it out because you sleep in too much. And I cried for so long. Because it's like, who the fuck says that to a child?
That's terrifying.
It was awful.
Oh,
You gotta
It
scare
was
some sense into
absolutely
you,
awful.
you know?
Yeah, and I mean, I still oversleep and I still
Yeah.
sleep in. And like, if my house caught on fire, I'd probably sleep through it. But
no, I would know immediately.
yeah.
That's why, if I was, if a house fire, like if I was sleeping through a fire, I think as soon as I felt like the fire touching me, like if it got like right around my body.
I feel like then it'd be too late, Dave.
No, it wouldn't. I'd get up and boom, I'm out this window right here. Like I'm jumping
that's fair.
on 2 stories.
I'm on the 4th floor of my apartment. I would.
Oh yeah, you're dead. Dave's on the 2nd floor. If he jumps, he'll break a leg maybe, but he'll be fine.
No, I'd be a runner, a track star down my hallway, like pushing all the old people, all the babies.
Fuck the old people.
So afraid. Oh no, I'll be.
But now, like, what are you grabbing? Like, obviously your baby blanket. What, like, 3 things you grabbing on your way out the door?
Oh my god.
Because you're not leaving stuff behind, are you?
No. Well, probably like medication first.
No. Well, that can always be replaced.
Yeah, that could be replaced.
I know, but like my mom has always been like, I like this one time there was like a gas leak in my house, and like she was like, grab my meds, and like I feel like that's like all I had to like go grab my meds.
Oh, we need to get your mom on this podcast.
Oh, did you meet my mom when she came to Florida?
I feel like I must have, but I cannot remember it.
She met Summer, I know, autumn summer.
Yeah. I feel like I must have, but I cannot remember meeting her.
Might have came to work, but anyways, yeah. I'm like into collecting Squishmallows right now. So,
oh God.
Like the Squishmallow my grandpa gave me or something.
What did I say, Squishmallow?
God, that's so
They're like
hard.
stuffed animals, Dave. They're just like this.
This is my absolute favorite teddy bear. I got him like a year ago, and I'm still obsessed with him. So he'd probably too. He'd probably get wrapped up in the baby.
So you're not grabbing anything of value?
No, it's not even like value. It's like personal value.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably
like if I knew where stuff was. Oh, like I have like my Mickey ears with my tassel on it. That would I would probably grab that right beside me. Too.
I'm gonna be honest. If my house catches on fire tonight and I gotta get out, I'm grabbing my PlayStation, my PC.
Really? No, that's like so replaceable to me. I'm like,
yeah, but to me, it's like I spent so much time and money on getting all this together that like I can't replace it because I'm so broke.
I'm like, see, I wouldn't even care about replacing things like that at that point though, because like I'm so like I have so much Disney vintage stuff that I've collected over the years.
Yeah.
I like don't know how I could ever like that. I would think of grabbing over like my brand new MacBook. Like I would literally grab a bin as big as I could full of that shit before I would grab my little laptop.
Yeah, I don't know how much like sentimental stuff. I like most of my sentimental stuff is back in my house in Buffalo. So like I didn't really like all my stuff here.
There, so
yeah.
I'm trying to look around my room.
I'm pretty.
What, Joe?
Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I was like, I'm trying to look around my room to see
what you would grab.
What I would grab, because like if like
I was doing the same thing.
Once again, if I'm sleeping and the house catches on fire, I open my door and the flames are right there, so I close my door. I'm
like you've already lost your entire model car collection,
right?
Which sucks.
Which sucks.
Which is hard.
I forgot about those out there. Son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. I knew they were out there, but like, okay, but let's just say, so out there is like 2 cases of model cars, which are very nice looking. So I don't think I could grab all those quick enough. Either way, let's just say
you'd have to like grab the case and just throw it out the window.
Let's just say that door, I can't get out that door. The only way out is the window. I am immediately taking my 100-foot of rope that I have in my room, lowering
everything you can,
anything
down.
that I can, my monitor, PC, but
you know what? I would probably start throwing stuff, like at least teddy bears and shit. Like I'd be hugging.
Right out the window.
That would be so easy. I didn't even think of that. Thank you.
Yeah,
there might be.
I can't go out there, but I can go out the window.
Yeah.
Everything else can.
There might be one stuffed animal that like
I'll add that to my.
I wouldn't want to be burned, but like honestly, if like the whole thing burnt down, and then I went to a new place, I wouldn't be like, oh. It'd be out of my head. Like I wouldn't even be thinking about it because it's just like I don't use it. I don't do anything with it. So like,
which are you grabbing, Barry, Dave?
He's right over there. So
Dave's had this little black bear stuffed animal since he was a child.
I don't know,
Barry.
like 9 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can think of that I would possibly be like, okay, I have to grab him. But if I got to a new house and I looked around, I was like, all right, PC, yeah, we're chilling. I don't.
Hey, I made it out.
I don't think.
And you see Barry chilling on your bed, you're like, all right, Barry made it. We're good.
Yeah, but if it wasn't there, I don't think I'd remember him.
Yeah, that's probably true.
My Toy Story collection too. That's actually when there was like a bunch of forest fires a couple years ago, and my mom packed up bins of stuff. The one bin was my Toy Story collection. So definitely my Toy Story dolls are like very important to me as well.
Yeah,
I've had them since like the 90s when Toy Story came out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably grab like this is the only stuffed animal, and that's a pillow. Yeah, that's Pluto. I'd probably grab him, but like everything else is like,
I mean, 100%. If I get out of there, the only thing I'm worried about in here is my money. 100%. There's no way I'm grabbing.
Oh, I'm grabbing the money.
I've got
Any money I have in my room is coming.
3 safes. Those are all coming with me, and we're jumping out the window.
I have no money in my room, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got $12 sitting right in front of me right now. Like, that's coming with me if the house catches on fire during this podcast.
Actually.
I got a thing of change. I got a box of $5 bills. I've got my wallet, which has the cards, the credit card and whatever. That doesn't matter. I can just replace those.
Yeah.
But
yeah, true.
Change.
Wallet,
change is coming with me.
Passport,
yeah. That's in a fireproof safe. So that's chilling if I forget it.
I lost my passport on the way home from Florida, but then found it in my bag.
No. Big.
My bag.
Oh no! But not until I didn't find it in my bag until I'd already gotten a new one. So.
You got a new passport or new bag?
New passport.
Oh.
So how'd you get into Canada?
No, I lost it once I was already in Canada.
Oh.
I was really drunk in the Toronto airport because I turned 19 while I was in Florida, which is a legal drinking age in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my flight back home, because it was a Canadian airline, I was able to drink on it. And so I was drunk already landing, and then once I got there, I got absolutely wasted for my layover. And I made the nicest Mike and Sully Mickey Mouse ears. I freaking gave them to a random girl when I was drunk. Girl,
oh my god, you just gave away your Mickey ears?
That I have made with time. They were so cute too. I just gave them to her.
You are a drunk bitch.
I was just vibing because I was finally legal.
That'd be nice to do if I just landed and I'm just gone.
And I was in Florida for the first couple months of me being legal too, right? Mm-hmm. So all my friends were turning 19 and getting to drink, and I wasn't because I was in Florida where it's 21.
Yeah, lame. I went to Canada for my 19th birthday.
Yeah.
Well, not 19th birthday, but when I was 20.
When you were 19.
Actually, when I was 20, I went. So I was a year late. But
the province next to us, Alberta, is 18, and so is Quebec. I want to say.
Oh wow.
What kind of crap is that?
I know Quebec was. Anyways, does anybody have any weird weekly stories? Any weird things ever happened to you that you feel you need to tell on the podcast, Jazmyn?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I feel like you getting drunk in the Toronto airport and giving away your ears are probably pretty good.
Yeah, that was thank Disney. The reason I had started talking to her is because she couldn't read military time. And I, for the first time could read military time because I just spent 4 months reading military time in Disney. And so I'm telling her it. And she's like, oh my God, are you 21? Let's go drink. I'm like, it's 19 in Canada. And then the girl drags me to the bar. She gets me absolutely hammered. And we both can't find our gates anywhere. Our gates kept switching. We'd go up to the venue and we'd see the time. The time would switch by 30 minutes, and the gate would also switch by the other wing of the whole airport. So we were just running around drinking, trying to find our lane, and got lost. And then before that, I was actually drinking alone, trying to make friends with people. Do you guys know what Caesars are? They're like
No.
it's like a Bloody Mary, but it's Canadian.
No.
That's like all I drank in the airport. I was so hammered off of them.
Isn't a Bloody Mary like, what does a Bloody Mary consist of?
Tomato juice.
Yeah, isn't it tomato juice? That is nasty.
It's clamato juice in Canada.
What the fuck is clamato?
Sounds like chlamydia.
It's clam juice with tomato juice.
Clam
Ugh.
juice.
It's so good.
I probably could have guessed that. Clamato, clam, tomato.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is disgusting.
But why? And what's it mixed with? Like vodka or something? Or?
Yeah, vodka, and then you add Worcestershire sauce and tobacco.
So that's how you say that.
Yeah, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Nasty. Tomato juice, Worcestershire sauce,
sauce.
and vodka.
Yeah, and like pickle juice.
Blech.
It's not that bad.
That's gross.
They sell them at Epcot in the Canadian Pavilion.
That's got to be
They sell
somewhat.
that drink?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Go try it, and you get like a shrimp on it, on a little skewer on it.
Oh.
Yeah, and like, do you guys get ketchup chips?
Ketchup.
Oh, I love ketchup chips. They don't have them in a lot of places, but they do have them in Buffalo.
That's what I was thinking, because you guys have
Yeah.
Timmy's too, right?
We have what?
Timmy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Timmy's. What the fuck is Timmy? We call
Am
it
I-
Timmy Hose.
Am I lost? Oh, Timmy Hose. Okay. What are
Yeah.
ketchup chips?
Ketchup chips? Like Lay's makes ketchup flavored chips. I don't think you get them. Lay's doesn't make them for you guys, do they?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you had your own brand up there.
You have
Um,
Lay's, Old Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a ketchup chip.
Oh, they're so good, Dave. They're so good.
You guys have the weirdest selection of chips.
Do we?
You guys only like spicy things, or like Doritos, or like plain? Like in Canada, we have all dressed.
It's funny.
We have-
My two favorite chips at this current moment in my life are Doritos and spicy or sweet and spicy jalapeno chips.
we have ketchup chips, we have dill pickle chips, we have sour cream and onion chips, we have all dressed chips, we have
all those chips.
yeah, but they're like not like when you go into a gas station, you don't like see like I don't know, like I would always be so sick and all I would want was like a bag of like salt and vinegar chips or something.
Yeah, but we have those. I eat salt and vinegar chips on a regular basis.
But I feel like you guys like just the selection is weird, like the brands are different, like
That's fair.
it's just off. You guys
But
don't
yeah,
have
Dave,
Old Dutch.
we have. Yeah, I haven't heard of Old Dutch.
Yeah, that's like our big. And do you guys have Miss Vicky's?
I don't
Oh
think
my
so.
god, shut up! I will literally send you a bag. They have like sour cream and jalapeno.
Are those kettle cooked?
Oh, kettle cooked
Are they?
chips is
What does
so
the
good.
bag look like?
They're like brown, and then each like flavor is a different color. So there's like
I
green.
think I had them in college.
Probably they're so good.
Yeah.
They're like Eastern Canada, so you might have them. Like some
Yeah.
might have them.
But yeah, ketchup chips we had for a little while because it was like Lay's doing like their new flavor, blah blah blah, and like in America we didn't have ketchup chips, so like that was their new thing. It's very rare to find ketchup flavored chips now.
I'm gonna
When-
look them up.
It's so weird when they do like new flavor chips here. It's always like the craziest chips, like
Really?
poutine chips, or hamburger chips, or like smoked bacon and like something chips. Like those are always
That
our
sounds good.
flavors. Yeah, I know. That's why I feel like chips here are just like exceptional compared to.
Oh, probably yeah.
The thing that comes up when I look up ketchup chips is just the two ads. One of them's Old Dutch ketchup chips,
Yep.
and then the other one is ketchup chips. This is inexplicably a Canadian classic.
Mhm.
They're so because they're like sweet vinegar chips.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's like the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where can I
Oh
buy?
my god, I want chips now, but I'm.
Oh, Hers
trying-
sells them. We have Hers here.
Really?
That's a brand.
I don't know what that is. You guys have better iced tea than we do, though.
Oh, iced tea
Thanks.
is my favorite, dude.
Well, because in Canada, iced tea is like Nestea or like Snapple or like whatever. That's like what we consider iced tea. We don't have like sweet tea and stuff like that like you guys do.
I love Snapple.
Yeah, I'll take Snapple over. I mean, sweet tea. I don't like sweet tea.
I'm
Not-
not a fan of.
But like just like the tea you guys have, like the natural, like the more natural tea or whatever, like we don't have that. Like it's very tea here is very like sugary and pop like. Not it's not carbonated, but it's very sugary and stuff.
Yeah, that's how we like it.
Yeah, that's like so weird. I hate that.
Oh yeah, no,
I
I'll
love
take
it.
that.
I don't like regular tea. I'm not a big tea guy. But
Oh, yeah.
like you give me like a sweet, like a really sweet like tea that you have to make with like powder. It's like Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, love that.
I mean, I'll drink.
If you go to like in Wendy's for an example, you can go in there and get like all their different kinds of tea or whatever. Like we don't have that. You just get one type of iced tea, and it's like brisk or something.
Oh, brisk. Fuck me with some brisk.
Or some Arnold
Girl,
Palmer.
get that out of here. That's
Love.
so nice.
I mean, for lunch yesterday, I had
Dave and I are more Canadian than you are.
23-ounce Arnold Palmer can.
Yeah, fuck me up.
Those are good.
Arnold Palmer, brisk iced tea. It's so
I don't
good.
like any of the alcoholic teas either. I think those are all disgusting.
Oh,
like twisted
really?
teas and stuff.
That's what I'm drinking right now. Bull Rock.
That's like no, not my thing. I can't do. I'm more of like a cider or something or.
Yeah. Oh, this is. I just got this at Target the other day. This woodchuck hard cider. It's very delicious.
That's so weird. You guys can buy booze at grocery stores.
Not everywhere. Not it's in New York you can't. Well, you can buy beer at.
You can't buy anything at grocery stores.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say like there's like grocery stores down here, Dave. You can buy liquor at them.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking of.
Like big liquor.
Yeah, like they Target just built a whole liquor store into their Target.
Yeah,
Jesus.
just like I remember, I was with Monique and Sarah or something, and I was just like overwhelmed by the amount of booze in like a grocery store.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Like I can't even. I was like, Sarah, I don't know what's going on.
God. Dave, before we move on to trivia, I know we're kind of running out of time here. Not really running out of time, but regardless, Dave, Ben told me that you had a drinking excursion the other day, and you may or may not have thrown up from said drinking. So please do tell us about that.
Come on. Well, this is what happened. So I was going to tell a story, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell that Weed Weekly story, but I'll tell you. I'll just tell you how much of how it started. So our friends Bridget and Deanna, they texted us, and I was the only one who was able to hang out that night. So I just went over to their house because they were like, well, we have, there's like a bar there's a restaurant down the street from us. So we'll figure it out, whatever. So, and maybe we'll just pregame before we leave. Well, we got there. They showed me their house, and then, my first drink was a Bold Rock with Deep Eddy's lemon vodka.
I literally couldn't distinguish anything. You just like what drink that was at all.
Well, it was just like a hard tea.
Okay.
With Deep Eddy's vodka, which is just a lemon flavored vodka. So I took the whole 12-ounce can, dumped it in, and then I took like a shot of the vodka and put it in there as well. That was my first drink. Then I shotgunned one of these Bold Rocks. And then I had 2 shots, one of Deep Eddy's vodka and one of a raspberry Smirnoff vodka. Oh. So I had all of that probably within an hour.
Oh my God.
Maybe an hour and a half, but either way, it was too much.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't even thinking about the time because I was just like, yeah, we're just drinking whatever. And then we get to the bowling alley where we went, and I had 3 Captain Morgan and Cokes as well. Oh. One of them was a single, 2 of them were doubles. So I can't do drinking quickly. So
no, you cannot.
As I've told on the podcast before, but like it wasn't even like it didn't seem like it was quick. Like I felt fine, and I was just drinking them, and then when we were walking back, I still felt fine. Once I sat down and stopped moving around and everything, and once again, I didn't eat. I mean, I had some chicken tenders there, but I needed to eat something before I sat down, because as soon as I sat down, I closed my eyes, and I was like, oh, great. Here we go. Because as soon as I closed my eyes, I just it felt like somebody just spun me 360, and I was like, give me a garbage can right now.
And then you were in the bowling alley?
No, we got home.
Oh.
I didn't throw up at the bowling alley. It was a fun time, though, at the bowling alley.
I bet, yeah.
I suck for bowling. I got like a less than 100, and then 100, and then our last game we did bumpers. And I would have broke 100, but they cut us off early because we only got 2 hours. But yeah, so that you can add that experience of throwing up to my list.
Yeah. So, Jazmyn, just for some backstory, Dave doesn't know his limit on drinking. Now, Dave, you are coming up on, what, 22 years old?
Yeah, boo-hoo, I'm young.
So Dave's coming up on 22.
When's your 22nd birthday?
July.
Mine is too.
That's right. I knew you were both in July.
Yeah. I'm also turning 22 in July.
How about it? See, we're young, you know?
I knew you guys were the same age, and I definitely knew that both your birthdays were in July. I just completely forgot. Anyways, Dave has a serious...
I don't have a serious... Would you stop blowing it out of proportion, okay?
Dave doesn't know how much is enough when he's drinking.
Because I feel fine.
Yeah, and then you don't feel fine. So recently we tried to figure out how much he's thrown up from drinking since he started drinking. And it's basically...
It's not a lot.
Like 1 out of every 5 times he's thrown up.
Yeah. In like my friend group with my boyfriend and my mom and everything, I'm the one that throws up every single time I drink, no matter what.
Damn, maybe it's the
I swear to God, like I'm the exact same. It's Leo's, I swear to God. It's a Leo thing. As soon as I like...
No, Dave's a Cancer. See, that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Shocked. I'm a Leo. But anyways.
Wait, where's the separation in July that... I thought July was all Cancer.
No.
Oh.
I'm a Leo, July 26th.
Oh, right, because Rachel...
That's the day after our sister's birthday.
Because Rachel's July 25th. She's a Leo. Right.
Yeah,
I think July 22nd is the cut.
The cutoff, yeah.
Interesting.
Like, the first time I ever went to the bar when I came to Canada, after the airport, it was all my friends from my hometown came, and we're all at, like, the club in the big city. We're all partying, and, like, I'm just, it's, like, 2 months after my birthday, and I'm, like, making everyone buy me shots, and I, like, start talking to this cute boy I've always wanted to talk to, like, my whole life. Like, halfway talking, I'm just, like, I'm gonna throw up. And so the club was 2 stories. Like, the bathrooms were downstairs, and you had to go down 2, like, different sets of stairs. I didn't even make it 2 stairs down before I projectile vomited, like, all the way down the stairs. And, like, kept projectile vomiting as I went into the bathroom.
Oh my God.
You could loop around and go back outside. So I did that, and then I went back to the guy, and he was like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "Nothing." And, like, everyone's like, "Who the fuck threw up?" But they, like, didn't see me because I, like, snuck around, and I, like, made it back and got a drink. I, like, ran into my friend. He had, like, a cup of water, and I was like, "Throw the water on me." He was, like, throwing it on me, trying to, like, get the puke off me. Yeah.
See? You do that because you got stories like this.
I know. It's
good time stories.
So you did a boot and rally. You threw up and you just kept on...
I'm like, that's all I'll ever do is boot and rally.
See, Dave boots and then dies.
I'm never out.
Well, it's because usually by the time I boot,
Dave's had several drinks.
I've had several, and it's like everything's died down.
I immediately feel better after I throw up and then continue on.
So do I, but like by the time I throw up, like everybody's just like everything's just done, and I'm like, I just threw up. Let's go.
I was at the pregame before the club one time. It was just the first ever soccer party I got invited to, and like soccer kids don't have the greatest reputation at my university, and I like threw up all over like 5 of the boys on the soccer team, and like now they all hate me obviously because I took a shot of tequila as soon as the tequila touched my tongue.
Oh no, I'd throw up too.
I've never had a shot
all
of tequila.
All over them soccer boys and my best friend.
Oh
damn!
My God,
I just saw her today for the first time in like a little bit.
Since you threw up on her?
No. That was like right when I had came home from Disney.
I'm not sure I'd talk to you anymore either if you threw up on me.
No, we're still home. She's a nurse though, so she like is the best to throw up on, right? Like she takes care of you.
She's seen it all.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, like this is what I'm used to.
Not that she wants it to happen, but she can do the job if it needs to be, or if whatever. Oh,
Well,
man.
damn. I mean, good story, Dave. Great story. But I'm glad we can add another to the list of times that you've thrown up while drinking.
Also, adding to that story, so when I woke up at like 6, and I was like, what's happening? Okay. So, and they were good hosts. There was a towel that I didn't need, but in case I need, like, I guess if I needed to clean up, which I never have to clean up. Like, I know this one guy who goes to college with my friend who was legitimately just puking on himself for like an hour.
Like the one thing I will always I'm like, no matter what, it's not going on me.
No, it'll go on anybody else. It's not going on me.
I know that. No matter how drunk I am, I'm like, girl, aim away.
But but they left the towel, and then they had a glass of water on the table next to me, and I was like, drank that. But at like it was like 9 o'clock or maybe 8 o'clock. I don't know. I got up and I looked outside, and it's raining, and I drove my motorcycle there.
Oh.
So I was like, well, I'm not gonna just. I forgot it was that I didn't look at the weather report, but like I remember it was supposed to rain this week, so I'm luckily wore my leather jacket. I have a full face helmet, so I don't think my face doesn't have to get wet and pelted with rain. But I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna have to face the fact that I'm gonna get wet, obviously. So I get on my bike, seats soaking wet, so immediately my ass is just wet. So I start going, and within like the first 5 seconds, I'm just like, okay, here we go. Just driving. My hands are cold already. And then it's probably like a 10 to 15 minute drive back to my house. The weight that my pants had while I was driving, like I literally like took it off the foot pedal, and it just like honestly dropped to the road while I was like, oh my gosh. And when I would come to a stop, it was honestly warmer when I came to a stop because like the wind wasn't going against it, and it felt like honestly like hand warmers were in my pants right now. But I was soaked. My shoes, they had puddles in them. I'm pretty sure this was on Sunday night maybe, or Saturday night. Pretty sure my shoes are still wet. Like,
oh my god,
I just put them in the mudroom, and then I put them in the house like the day later or 2 days later. But I'm pretty sure they're still just wet.
There's just like a bad chain. Like you get super drunk, you throw up, and then you have to drive home in the rain.
Oh my god! I mean, it really just like woke me up.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
But Sunday, I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, this is just bad. And then I had to help Tina move some shit out of the attic. I was just like, here we go. I'm just walking up the stairs. It wasn't a rough day, but by like, I don't know, by like, I would say 5 after I had some food in me finally and everything. I was like awake, and I was like, all right, here we go. Now I'm ready.
Makes all the difference.
I'm ready to party again.
That's like, well, when I would go out drinking in college, I'd be so drunk by the end of the night. Like leaving the bar, I'm like tripping over myself. I go, I can't even. I'm like, and we always used to walk home from the bars. We would never take the bus because that cost more money. So we'd walk home from the bars, and I'm like, I can't. I'm like, we got to stop for food. So we go to like Franco's, get some pizza, or we'd go to Wanzone's Calzones and get the greasiest calzone we could find and just stuff our faces with it.
That's what I need. Yeah. I need the food, but I never get it.
That you need to have that grease.
One time when we were drinking and I was in Florida, Joe made like literally the best chicken. It was.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It was like 3 of us left awake. It was like me, Joe, and our other friend Ryan. It's like 7 a.m. and like sunny out, and Joe's like, I'm gonna make some chicken. And like we're still awake, and we're all still just like hammered, and like
I just threw some chicken in the pan with salt, pepper, all the seasoning I could find.
We literally put like all the garlic, like the whole bottle, and we were just like, oh my god, this is so good. We're just like stuffing our faces at like 7 a.m. Oh, it was so
good chicken.
It was the best. Literally nothing will ever top that chicken. It was so
That's
just
what I
want, like-
need. I just need food. I think I'll be good.
Yeah, Dave, start eating more and you'll be good.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go to the trivia here.
Yeah. Joe, sharing capabilities, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is my apologies.
Isn't there a way to just let
I don't know. Just go ahead.
All right. I just realized you spell your name Jazmyn, like not like anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Jasminy.
Nothing like the princess at all.
Go ahead and Jazmyn, pick a number 1 through 21.
4.
Okay. How many points did the Dow drop on Black Monday in 1987? Really? I mean, we could take a shot in the dark for this one.
We could. Jazmyn, do you know what the Dow is?
It has to do with like stocks.
Yeah.
I'm in business school. I should at least know like the
Dow
I just
Jones.
because if you didn't know, I'd say let's pick a new number.
Where is my pen, dude?
The Dow Jones, Dave. Is that what you just said?
Dow Jones, yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah, just the way you said it was funny.
Oh.
The only reason I specifically know the Dow Jones is because like when you accidentally click on like the stocks app on iPhone, it automatically shows the Dow Jones.
Always. Yeah.
Speaking of stocks, Tesla's been going up and Doge has been going up, man.
Dogecoin is through the roof right
through
now.
the roof.
I'm up to like $70 on Dogecoin. I invested like maybe $15, not even.
I invested 100.
Really hard to get into.
Oh, Dave, you're rich right now.
I mean, I'm not rich. It's up to 220, my stock.
Ooh,
But, like,
Dave.
I was like, man, in the past 2 days, this thing has. I want to just pull it, but
don't pull it
but
yet. It's gonna keep going up.
Once I see it like drop like a little bit, I think I'm gonna.
How much did you buy it for?
I bought it. I don't know. I don't know what it was at. I just once I heard that Dogecoin was doing, I was like, all right, $100. Here you go.
Yeah. Damn, Dave. If that ever hits $1, you're gonna be rolling in that dough.
I hope so, man. I mean, yeah, that and Tesla.
Anyways.
Me and my boyfriend are like the epitome of like that TikTok meme going around of like the boyfriend who's like stocks, yeah, and the girlfriend that's like, why can't you just print more money?
Yeah.
I'm in business school and I'm like, what?
And you know why we can't print more money.
I'm like, I just want to design pretty ads for people.
Oh my god.
All right,
How many
so
points did the Dow drop? Okay, so we're just guessing at a number of points here, right?
yeah, it can't be that hard.
Let's go Black Monday. I have no idea what Black Monday is. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it's Black Friday for stock.
Monday? Oh.
I don't know.
Black Friday.
Okay, I've got my answer in.
Do I have to write an answer?
You can, or if you just want to think of one. Well,
Yeah, you don't have to write one down.
I
But
genuinely don't know like what a measure of like a lot of points or a little like.
I don't.
Right.
I imagine if it's a question like this, it's a lot.
yes.
Yeah, but I also don't know what is a lot.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I feel like even like I'm not gonna say, but
Yeah,
I got one down.
Okay, Jazmyn, what is your guess?
Yeah,
3 points.
3 points.
Oh,
I said 73 points.
I said 200 points. So
Oh,
we are all over the map here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, even 3 points. Honestly, it's like a big chunk.
In my head, when I think of like certain things that we like measure in business, it's like usually on like a 5-point scale, maybe or something.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know. I don't know anything about. I
Marketing.
invest in stocks, but I don't know how they work.
Yeah.
So-
All right. Well, let's see who's closest. So whoever's closest for me and Joe get the point.
Yeah.
Gets the points. Yeah.
508.
Holy shit!
So like,
That's insane.
I was like literally 505 off.
Yeah, I'm 200 or I'm 303 off, and that's insane.
I want to know, like, because like 508 points. That seems like a butt ton.
That's a fuck. Jesus Christ!
Who is that? Is that Ma?
Freaking Kristen and my mom are here. Hold on, you keep talking.
I was like, it's only got to be like one person who's knocking on Joe's window right now. I want to look up what like the points
I
mean.
want to know, like, yeah, like if that is like what that equates to in the sense of
What do points mean in
Freaking knocking on the window during the podcast.
stocks?
Disrespectful.
For stocks, 1 point equals $1. Oh, okay.
It dropped $500 in one day.
So when you hear a stock had lost or
If it
gained
would've said-
X number
I
of
probably
points,
still would have said $3 actually.
it's the same as saying the stock has lost or gained X number of dollars. Okay, so it lost $508 that day,
That's insane.
which means it dropped a lot.
It dropped. So, Dave, the running now is
Pretty sure I lost.
This is week 5 of 6.
Okay.
So I currently have 2, 4, 6, 8 points. You currently have 3. So there is no chance of you winning next week unless we make it a winner take all week next week.
Right. Well, we could just do. How about what we'll do next week? Since I have no chance, is if I get it right, we tie, and then
Come in.
tell Mom
Kristen
to get.
is making a guest,
it's Kristen.
guest appearance. There's Kristen, everybody.
Hey,
Thanks,
Kristen.
Kristen Keene. This is
Hi,
my friend
Dave.
Jazmyn. Jazmyn, this is
Hello.
Kristen. And you know Dave, of
I
course.
know Dave. Hi Dave, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Nope. He said good, how are you?
Good, I'm good.
And you
All right.
work at Disney?
Bye.
She works for Disney. Yeah, she works in Animal Kingdom at Dinosaur.
Not. Oh, I would do anything to go on Dinosaur one more time.
Yeah, okay, Jesus Christ.
Hi, Ma.
Also, guest appearance, my mother, mine and Dave's mom. Mom, this is Jazmyn. Jazmyn, this is my mom.
Nice to meet you. Hi, David.
So,
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.
I think Mom and Kristen think that they can hear us. What was I saying? Were we talking about
we
something?
can make it a winner take all.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's what it was. So next week, it's not gonna be winner take all, but if I get it right,
Oh, if you get it spot on, you win.
no. If I get it right, we tie,
Okay.
and then next week, the week after, it'll be whoever
winner takes all.
the winner pretty much takes all, obviously. 'cause
Winner
they'll-
takes it. Okay.
So I can tie it,
All right. That sounds fair.
right? Okay, yeah.
I'd say so.
All right. Well, let's get rid of this.
Oh,
crap,
sorry.
Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So wrap it
Anyways,
up.
all right. I think that'll pretty much wrap us up. Jazmyn, where can the people find you on the social medias?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Jazzy Dionne, JazzyDionne. Did I say Zed?
Z.
Oh, Z. Hey, ZZY. Oh, that's so weird. ZZYDIONNE. That's like pretty much the only thing I'm actively on besides Facebook.
Okay. And your eat of the week. What is the best thing you had to eat this week?
I'm trying to think. Oh, on Sunday, me and my mom ordered. This is kind of like just a good eat of the day. Like a whole day, I ordered skip the dishes 4 times, so that was just a good
Holy
eating
shit.
day. So I got we ordered Earl's first, which was like a really good pasta and a bread with oil and vinegar, and then I ordered bubble tea, and then I ordered ice cream, and I ordered and then I ordered chips, and then that was it.
My God.
So that was like
Pasta.
Some pasta.
Oh, no. Pasta.
People think we have a hard A in Buffalo. You say pasta. We say pasta.
Pasta is so weird. That's so weird. Pasta.
Pasta. Yeah, I should have asked some. That's some dialect questions. Would that be the question?
I
don't
mean, oot and a boot is pretty much.
Oh yeah, oot and boot.
You should
Big.
you should do accent challenges with like different.
We should. We should really just get people from all over. I mean, like I know so many people from all over the world, so we should just keep getting them on here.
Do accent challenges.
Just do that. Sorry was the biggest one.
Oh yeah, that's the first one I heard. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, because you guys say sorry. We say sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
SAWRRY.
That's so sorry.
Dave, where can the people find you?
_ Dave Sharkey _ is my Instagram. DShark101 is Twitter. And Great White Shark. What's my? Great White Sharky. Great White Sharky is my Twitch. GR8 White Sharky. I usually stream Warzone and I suck, but I do it anyways. every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually 2 to 6. And that is about it for those social medias. My eat of the week. I had 2 burgers the other day. Homemade burgers. Not homemade. They were patties, but they were just grilled at home.
Yeah.
But they were good. I don't know what the bun was, but I love these type of buns for a burger.
Was it a brioche?
No, it wasn't brioche.
Was it a bun? Was it a ciabatta bun?
It was just like it wasn't a pretzel bun, but it was just like a nice, soft, plump as fuck bun.
Plump as fuck bun.
But when I have burgers at home, I usually, if we have it, onions I put on there, ketchup, and then I'll take A1 steak sauce and smear it on the bun.
Ooh.
And it's delicious.
Delicious.
So that was my end of the week.
Oh, that sounds good. As for myself, you can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography. You can follow me on my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. And subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. And my eat of the week this week, I've had a lot to eat this week with Mom being down here visiting.
Good. That'll be a lot of good eats.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna have to go with. I don't know.
One of them,
really
Joe.
don't. Yeah, I know. I gotta go with like. We went to Rock and Brews the first day she was here. Rock and Brews is like this rock and roll themed restaurant down here, and I got a spicy chicken sandwich. Oh my God, it was so. First of all, it's called the Demon Chicken Sandwich, and I should have known from the name how hot it was gonna be. Wow, it was hot.
Making your nose run.
Yeah, it was. I was running all over the place. It was a hot sandwich, but boy, was it delicious! And it came with like their like chipotle sauce, phenomenal. They're absolutely delicious. That's my eat of the week. As for the podcast, you can follow the podcast on Twitter. That is at CSGPod, CSGPOD. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shuffle Podcast. Jazmyn, if you're not subscribed, shame on you for not subscribing yet.
I'm subscribed on Apple Podcasts.
Well, subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah,
but like she said, you can also subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Anywhere else you can find your podcast audibly, all the Shuffle Podcasts. So please subscribe. If we get to 30 subscribers, which we hit 28 and then somebody unsubscribed, fuck that person. We hit 28, now we're back on 27. Once we hit 30, our friend Sarah from the Kick-Ass Class, who we had on last week, she is going to be, her and her mother will be donating 3 shot glasses to the Shuffle Podcast for us to give away. So you have a chance to win, Jazmyn, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you have a chance to win 3 shot glasses, which I know that you would love.
Yeah. Oh my
God. So please subscribe and tweet at us anything you want us to talk about. Tweet at us any guest ideas, like anybody that you know that you want us to get on that we could legitimately get on. Let us know.
Anybody famous?
Yeah, if you know famous people and they want to be on a podcast that gets no views, let us know.
Right.
What about Lavelli?
I'm gonna try and get her on, but she's very busy all the time.
Girl, she's got some good sponsorships though.
Yeah, I know she does. She's basically famous.
She be getting Kate Spade. I be sending her messages. I'm like, girl, I wish I was born ugly. Ugh.
Oh my God.
I was born in Canada, and I was also like.
There was never a chance when you were born in Canada. You just had no.
No, we're just throwing the bears up here.
Throwing to the bears.
Anyways, thank you, Jazmyn, for joining us. This has been a pleasure.
Yeah,
hopefully we'll have you on again sometime in the future.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would love to. It was nice catching up, as always.
Yes, as always. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing. And Dave, ring that bell, right? They can ring that bell.
Ring
Ring that bell.
Click, click.
We'll talk at you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
See you later.